Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Grayman Prepping. How's everybody doing out there? Let me hop over here and get up to the comments. Come on, there we go. So, first one in was Walt Rogers, but I got a feeling somebody checked in sooner than that because I was watching when people were checking in. I was watching the like count. It actually was working for a little bit, then it stopped. There was someone who liked it before Walt did, so there may have been somebody in here earlier way earlier, and YouTube just kind of kicked the comment out because it was too early. All right, anyways, Mother Earth Garden Club came in next, followed by Shadow Scout Swede, then Troop 1351. And everybody's just chatting here, just seeing what's going on here. Anybody? All right, 9 p.m. in Minnesota. Aiden is here. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights here. Kaylin Strain is here. Tammy Harder's here. CR is here. Creative Redundancy. And good. And everybody's talking to each other. Oh, man. The best laid schemes of mice and men oft go awry. That was today. And Shawnee just came in. Plan to do a bunch of weeding and spraying vinegar around, and I have this other stuff called Vertilome weed-free zone, which is not, repeat, is not glyphosate, whatever. It's not that stuff. It's already, everything breaks down in it quickly, and you have to use it before the sun gets on it and starts to warm it up, so it can actually get into the plant before it evaporates away. That's how, natural type thing it is. But so I got a 2-gallon things pump sprayed over around on a bunch of morning glory and star thistle, and I had a big area I was going to get to, and all of a sudden, within 2 minutes, it was nice and calm. I sprayed, and I was walking back to fill up for a third time, and the wind just hit. Like, okay, no more spraying, not even the vinegar, because they'll carry the vinegar over and they'll burn something else I don't want it to burn. But and I was going to have the grandsons over this morning to go out there and help gather up all the little limbs that are broken off the trees in the back here that I'm going to be getting rid of. But when the wind picked up that hard, little branches started breaking. I didn't want any little branches falling on them, so I put that on the back burner. So that's what's been going on here. I did post some videos. I posted a short here on the water catchment system for the shop, and I did a longer version of it explaining everything a lot more on Camp Patton. But I got 2 catchment systems going, and by September I will install at least 1 more, maybe 2 more, and on the front side of the house, so I can collect the water from that as well. And Granny Karen is here. Alrighty. Woo-hoo. Alrighty. So let's get into some news stuff here. So let me get rid of that. Yeah, have you noticed I took off the 3 flying witches today off the when I say the gray man, welcome to the Midnight Ride. Bette Midler has pissed me off again. So hey Lee, how's it going? Yeah, but Morgan, was it Morgan Freeman? Yeah, Morgan Freeman put her in her place. Yes. And the other ladies on The View too. It's like, why did these guys bring on this ultra right winger who's going to sandbag every time they try to bring up racism? Yeah. All righty. So let me get the news up here. And we're going to cover, I got a couple more came out today, bunch yesterday. All right. So First one is heat advisories, triple digit temperatures for the San Francisco Bay Area. It's a big bay, and the Golden Gate Bridge. You get fog and stuff, and they're talking triple digit numbers there. That's going to be coming over this way here. Actually, I think it hit us earlier. I think we're now past it, but then they're talking about high digits down in the Southern California. So whatever happens on the West Coast temperature wise, it tries to move across the country. Just giving you guys a heads up on that one. And Miss Coca, Ama, and Savage Lee are in the house. Woo! 15 thumbs up. Yeah. Cool. Great. And share it out if you can. Appreciate it. All righty. So the next one here is oh, I'm sorry. This is one I can open it up here and get into it here. Headline: California City is the nation's worst run. Study finds. According to Wallet Hub, 3 major California cities are among the most poorly managed in the nation. So I'm just going to skip through all the malarkey and get down to the list here. All right, so here we go. We have the top performers, the best run. Okay, best run. Number 1 best run city in the nation, Nampa, Idaho, over by Boise. Best run in the nation. They list all the things they do. They run on it, taxes, blah, 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 all the different things they do, services, and they compile it to make the list. So Nampa, Idaho is the best one, best run one. And we were actually looking at property at one point in Nampa. Lexington, Fayette is number 2 in Kentucky. Boise, Idaho is number 3. Sorry. Hey, my grandmother was born in Idaho. All my 14 grand uncles and aunts were born in Idaho. All right, so I got to cheer Idaho, and that's where I am now. All right, number 4. I'm going to probably mispronounce this. Nashua, Nashua, New Hampshire is number 4. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma is number 5. Durham, North Carolina, number 6. Provo, Utah, number 7. Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 8. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, number 9. And Wichita, Kansas wraps up the top 10 best run. Now for the bottom, the worst run city in the nation. Dun, dun, dun. Los Angeles, California. Hang on, make sure they didn't put the bottom. I got to go back up and check something. Make sure they didn't put it in backwards there. Yeah, they got it right there. Yeah. Okay, so the worst is Los Angeles, California. Number 2 worst is Detroit, Michigan. Number 3 worst is Denver, Colorado. Number 4 worst is Tacoma, Washington. Wait a minute. These are all major blue cities. Number 5 is Cleveland, Ohio. Number 6 is Flint, Michigan. Number 7 is New York, New York. Didn't see that one coming. Number 8 is Gulfport, Mississippi. Number 9 is Oakland, California. And across the bay at number 10 is San Francisco. All right, let me look at the... All right, so Utah Mike is here. Heat wave, no relief in sight. You're probably catching what's coming up from Southern California now. Minnesota's underwater. Hey, give it about a week and we might get this heat coming in there, Mother Earth Garden Club. Yeah, I saw some dams are failing back there. Good, I did say it right, Kaylin. Thank you. And Utah Mike is heading on a road trip to Minnesota next week. Yes. Now Chicago's probably like 11 or 12 on there. Yeah, on that list. All right, so I'm caught up on the side chat. Let's go back to the news here. Close that one out and get out of the best and worst run cities in the nation. This is interesting. I'm going to go into this one here again. Oh, wrong one. Come on, I wish you had quit popping up ads over where the article's supposed to be. Okay. Business news in California includes the most expensive home ever sold, 400 jobs lost at one facility, and rental space available for $1. Okay. Retail space in one Southern California city available for just $1 per month. To how they butchered the sentence here. Rental space in one Southern California city available for just $1 per month. To how one facility's closure cost 400 people cost. Oh, that's yeah. They forgot to put a comma in there. Okay, so the most expensive home sold in California ever, folks. All right. Was the home previously, the record was previously held by Beyonce and Jay-Z was broken. Okay, so I got it. They just got this article all screwed up. Let me go in and see if I can find the actual ones here. Okay, it's in Malibu. You're down there where Iron Man's house was. So the most expensive one was looks like it's next door to Beyonce, and it sold for. Okay, Beyonce paid $200 million for it. This next one they sold it for $210 million. Okay, so who's got $210 million for a 10-acre compound? Let's see here. There it is. So in Ontario, California, a small business retail space, you can get it for $1 a month. So they're just trying to get help and that. It is designed to help entrepreneurs expand without setup costs by providing business with short-term city-owned commercial space. So the city of Ontario is doing something to encourage startup businesses to be able to start up without insane overhead. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's good news coming out. That's the only good news coming out of California this week. All right. Let me go over here. All right. I don't know about you, but they've had fireworks have been illegal in California for a long time, and some cities and counties are rebelling against the state one, saying, "No, we're making it legal for certain types of fireworks." And this next one just talks about all the cities in California that are now making fireworks, civilian fireworks, legal. And out of Arizona this time, this came from Epic Times, not the California. Let me get in there on this one here. And this person's trying to do fast lane. Arizona election worker, wait for it, arrested for stealing security device from ballot center. Officials said there is no evidence suggesting the individual acted in a political motive yet. They haven't found the evidence yet, but the FBI is involved in it now too. Maricopa County Sheriff said the guy was arrested shortly after he left for the day and went home. They realized the security key was gone and who had it, and they went out and nailed his butt. Maybe this is the same place that had all those fraudulent votes from 2 years ago and from 4 years ago. Oh, hey, Prepper for the Ages, how's it going? Let me go over here and catch up on this. And more towns in Iowa got flooded this week. Iowa's governor is requesting additional federal disaster declarations. I hope your governor there, Kalen, puts all the state's resources towards it, because then he can get FEMA money, whatever money FEMA has. All right, for the Asia. All right. Oh, okay. Just comment by Tammy Harder, if you haven't seen that one. Oh, not good. Wow. All right. All righty. So let's go back to the news here. Caught up on that. Back. There we go. Got a couple more here. Okay, this is part of, there are a lot of fires going off in California, Oregon, and Washington, and now spreading to Arizona, New Mexico, and Nevada. Last time I checked the map, I didn't see any major ones. There's some little small ones here in Idaho, but on the western side of the state. Here's the headline: 1,000 lightning strikes in one day kicks off the California fire season. King Poopa's in the house. Woohoo! Hey, Dustin. Oh, shoot. I forgot to drop. Oh, I'll drop it here in a second. Put it down here. Get it ready. And let's see. And the next one is the Empire Fire in East Contra Costa County is growing. They got multiple crews on that one. Other fires around the state, some of them are growing, and they're trying to get firefighters there, but they're spread out so friggin' thin across the state. All right. Now for Oakland, the number 9th worst run city in California. Here's the headline. First, before I do it, the mayor of Oakland is Mayor Shen Thao. So it's it's SHENGTHAO, Vietnamese background. It's pertinent to the whole story, but not to what I'm going to talk about here. Here's the headlines. FBI raid home of Oakland mayor. In the latest, it is now the latest obstacle for the mayor's re-election. Yeah, and some of her family members are a member of this group that is also being looked into as well. And yeah, it's you want to talk about nepotism and I can't prove it, so I'm just going to try to dance around it. Illegal activity from family members here and family members here, and doing this and doing that, fingers in mini pie type thing going on there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, northern Arizona is looking good. It's southern Arizona is getting hit, and southern New Mexico. All right, so let me get that one out of there. And the last headline news: building upon what's been mentioned before and before and before, Walgreens is now closing. It says now they put it as significant number. So, seriously, it's in quote significant numbers. See California impacts, and if California, what happens to California makes its way to the rest of the nation, unfortunately. All right, so Walgreens announced it will close a significant number of underperforming stores following Rite Aid and other pharmacy chains across following Rite Aid and others as pharmacy chains across the country continue to shrink. Walgreens operates 580 in California, and then the second most behind any state behind Florida. Gee, with all the old people in Florida, they probably have a lot of pharmacies there. Yeah, they're dancing around, not giving any of the numbers on that, and they're not putting out the list yet, just saying that they're planning on do it. Walgreens sales increased by 2.6% from the year ago quarter, and so some of their stores are performing good, other ones are not. And let me think. Hang on, guys. Didn't the great nuisance governor of California tell all law enforcement to stop arresting shoplifters several years back? I wonder why they're having problems. All right, let me go ahead and get that, close that, and take that back and get back up to the top. So that's the news articles that are semi-worth reporting from California. All right. Duncan 1900 Homestead is in the house now. And Tooth by V is in the house. Yeah. All right. There was something else I want to show here. Let me get up here, bring it up here on the side here. Yeah, there we got to get back to the top. And view details. There we go, and take it to. All right. Just checking the things here. All right, I got some Facebook memes to share with you people. Has everybody heard that money can't buy happiness? Make sure I get this right. Okay, here we go. Money can't buy happiness, but it can buy cows. And cows make milk, and milk makes ice cream, and ice cream makes you happy. Gotta love that logic. Let's see here. There we go. Go to the next one here. This is one that Kaylin sent me. Scientists say the universe is made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. They forgot to mention the morons. And let's see here. Next one here. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of stuff for the Gen Xers. You know, those that follow the boomers. And personally, I think they spread the baby boom out. Not maybe too far. Okay, all right. Because I was born in the late 50s, so I'm a boomer. But when I was a kid, there were no phones or tablets. We read cereal. Yes, so did boomers read it too, not just Gen Xers. Boomers read cereal boxes. And then when the box was empty, we made a toy out of it. All right, last 30 years. What has changed in the last 30 years? This is definitely some, this was some eye-opening information. I went and found other stuff. This is pretty much spot on here. In the last 30 years, this is since 1990. So this is actually the almost the last 35 years. Since 1990, ADHD has increased by 818%. Alzheimer's has increased by 290%. Autism has increased by 2,094%. Bipolar disease in youth, not adults, has increased by 10,833%. Celiac disease has increased by 1,111%. Chronic fatigue syndrome has increased by 11,027%. Depression has increased by 280%. Diabetes has increased by 305%. And I think that number is wrong because I saw several other ones saying that since 2000, it's increased by over 500%. So that one may be a little short on this one here. Fibromyalgia has increased by 7,272%. Hypothyroidism has increased by 702%. Lupus has increased by 787%. Osteoarthritis has increased by 449%. And sleep apnea has increased by 430%. Okay, guys, so on this, several of the videos, and I've shared several of them on my Facebook page, Gil Patton, and the doctors are saying that since back in the 60s and 70s, 50s on some things, but mainly 70s and 80s, they really started changing things around when the USDA started saying, oh, animal fats are bad for you. This is bad for you, but high fructose corn syrup is good for you. And all these cooking oils that are been processed at ultra high temperature are good for you. Since those things, as those got more use, the numbers went up. But every one of these things on here, through several different studies, have linked it to diet. So this stuff's been linked to diet. And sleep apnea. Yeah, I know when I started gaining weight is when I developed sleep apnea. And I noticed like when my weight fluctuates, when I got it down to 182, it kind of went away for a little bit. And then I got the grandkids started coming over a whole bunch, and yeah, it went back up again. So yeah, that's that one there. So that's a little tidbit there for you guys. All right, let's go on to some more light ones. Eat chicken. You just don't eat chicken from Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, and large food chains, because they're loading it with all these solutions and stuff to make it way more, and the solutions and stuff are not good for you. If they can't poison you if they don't eat it, it's that easy. And read the ingredients on the cereals, and then look at some of the ingredients. If you don't know what they are, look them up, because you're going to find out they're sugar. There's something like 500 different names for sugar. So they use one of the names where it comes from. It's like the stuff from strawberries. They extract the sugar from strawberries, but they call it strawberry something else, and they put it in there, so it's not listed as sugar in the ingredients, but it's sugar. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I agree with this. People are beginning to think that used to think, that historical hobbies are wacky and everything else, and people learning how to cook outdoors and do stuff outdoors are wacky. Then their power goes out for a week or a month, or other stuff starts happening. Like some of them are starting to think and go, time for me to change things. This is one that has to do with Tesla's problem with if the Tesla battery goes dead, the doors don't work, the charger port doesn't work. You can't access the user manual, which is only on the onboard computer. Other interesting facts here. Chicken in 1957 on average weighed 905 grams, I guess. Wish they put ounces in it. Should never allowed that other stuff into the country. By 1978, it had doubled. So in 23 years, it had doubled. In 27 years, it had tripled from there. So it doubled in this time, and it tripled there. And some of the food they're feeding and this is before they start injecting it after the chicken's been harvested. So, yeah. All right, here, that's one here. I like this one here. Suspect, I ain't coming out. Officer, okay, we're sending in the werewolf. Suspect, wait, what? I think I've covered the rest of them before. I know I was covering some of these with Mark the other day. Okay, any ingredient, it's likely a glucose, fructose. Yeah, exactly. Except there are some ingredients which aren't sugar, but they are highly processed carbohydrates, and as soon as your body assimilates it, turns it into sugar. One of that is the maltodextrin. Yeah. Not only that, but another disease called man boobs are too. Yeah. Howie, welcome, Howie. Food forest permaculture. Yeah. Alcohol turns into sugar. Yeah. What's interesting with alcohol and sugar, it's a cycle. They take sugars and stuff to create alcohol, and then alcohol, when you consume it, turns back into sugar. And it can cause, yeah. So there is, yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to tag it. Hang on, I got to scroll back up and find it again. I think I put it up here. Maybe I lost it already. There it is. Send message. There we go. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, my daughter's free-range rabbits out there, which are growing in number, even with the hawk and the coyote around here, and the cougar, are growing in number. And I'm going to have to put the electric fence up around my garden to keep my daughter's rabbits out. But my nasturtiums, they've eaten 3/4 of my nasturtiums. They've eaten 3/4, almost 2/3 of my butternut squash. eating about 6 of my sunflower plants down, and one of my golden zucchini. They've taken out 6 of the cantaloupes, and they took out 4 of the rainbow Swiss chard. Now, if they just had waited for the rainbow Swiss chard, the one they couldn't get at is now producing enough where I could cut it and I could feed it to them, as well as feed it to my grandkids. Rabbits, you need to wait. Instant gratification rabbits. You lost a big bunch of food supply. All right, Lee, go ahead and catch some sleep. Okay. Oh, today I was out on the right before as soon as the wind started blowing. I just stopped spraying and got on the right-on mower to mow the grass. I got 3 voles with the lawnmower. Go on, thunk. Look out! There's a vole laying behind me. Thunk. Another vole. Now I got it. So now tomorrow, I got to get out there and I got to spread out the mole chaser stuff I get from off Amazon, Mole Max, and spread that out there because I know where they're coming from. Spread it along that side of the property, about a 15-foot wide patch of it, and then water it in, and it'll keep the voles out. But yeah, and then when I was spraying across the street, all the morning glory, I nearly stepped on several over there, and they went scurrying around. So I got to get my daughter to tell her, okay, time to start taking your cats out over here by the morning glory and let them hunt the voles. Yeah, fun stuff here. I'm not sure if I shared this one last week or not, but I've having had a class 1 or class A commercial driver's license with the hazmat rider on it. They used to drive fuel trucks and stuff for the construction company. And someone says, "Oh, we're going to make trucks electric." Yeah, what happens when somebody decides they're going to brake check an electric truck? First thing, if they cut in real quick in front of the truck, if they cut in too close to the truck, the sensor may not pick it up, or if the sensor does, the sensor's just going to lock up the brakes because all of a sudden, oh shit, something's right there, and it's going to freak out more than a person is. Oh, I saw a reel on Facebook. The cat's on the counter with its paw down in the toaster, and digging it, and the lady's like, "What are you doing on the toaster? You stupid cat, get away from the toaster. There's nothing in the toaster." For about 30 seconds, all of a sudden, a mouse pops out, and the cat starts chasing the mouse around, and the lady screams, and the camera goes away. Cool. See, I saw that one, the toaster. Yeah. Good thing they didn't drop bread in the toaster and hit the button, man. It would have been, stinky, burning hair. Which is another reason why you need to weekly to empty the crumbs out of your toaster. Or if you're like the stupid one we picked up, doesn't have the bottom tray to open up. It just dumps it. Everything just goes straight through onto the countertop. So you're supposed to move it and then clean up all the stuff under, Yeah. The thing is with some of the buses, they, if they have the proper voltage thing on it, meter rating on it, it's sitting there, and it's bouncing back and forth a little bit as all of a sudden it goes, and you got about 15 minutes of it going, and if the bus driver isn't watching it for it to start going, he doesn't have a chance to pull the bus over and stop and say, all right, I got about 2 minutes of power on this thing, so you need to get out here so you unload the passenger and I can get it off in a safe spot. But when they talk about electric vehicles and stuff, or electric trucks and stuff, this is what pops into my mind. What could possibly go wrong? Yes, I remember that movie. That movie was a sort of a takeoff of Steven Spielberg's movie with Dennis Weaver called Duel. But in Maximum Overdrive, it's something else does it, and there's no bad people involved. It's bad equipment. Yeah, and the batteries will kill it quick. I mean, the heat cold will kill the batteries too. They have them all charged, and they can't charge them up when the batteries are too cold because it'll cook them off as well. So you got to be careful when it comes to if you're in a cold environment. If you can't keep the batteries outside, because then they'll get too cold, and you try to charge them, they will cook off. All righty. Well, let's see. I'm not planting anything else for the garden right now. I may or may not here in a couple weeks when I get a bunch of dirt moved around. Just take my little walk behind cedar and put in a whole bunch of kidney beans in just to get. They won't grow probably enough to produce viable bean pods by the end of the season, but they'll produce greenery and stuff that I can turn into the soil to put nitrogen and biomass into the soil. So, all righty. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, there was a bunch of Tesla stuff too that was supposed to be improving, batteries. The original Tesla, not the corporation. The actual dude, the scientist, and a lot of that stuff disappeared when he died. The notes, books, everything. Oh, Howie! Planted seed potatoes for fall crop today. Harvest raspberries and cherries. Oh, when I planted my the first tree into my prepper garden out here, it had one apricot on it, and I harvested that yesterday. And actually, I picked it up off the ground, and it was good and it was delicious. And so next year, the hopefully they'll be producing a lot more. I also found an interesting reel on Facebook of mixing, taking what was it, orange peels? It's a couple different things, soaking them in water for I forget the amount of time. I got to go back and find it. I sent it to my wife, so it's in our communication. So I go and look at it later on. But you mix 3 things in there. I think it's you take orange peel, soak it in water for 12 hours in the refrigerator, and something else with it, and then you mix depending on how much you have. If it's a half gallon, you mix 1 teaspoon of cinnamon in with it and blend it up, and then you use that for when you're putting seedlings with the soil into the ground. You water it with that, and it stimulates the root growth. So yeah, so I got to get that out, find that out again, and then I'm gonna go out there. I got to change some of the stuff I did in the garden out there, and then I'm gonna be watering all the trees a little bit of this growth mixture to get the roots to grow even more and encourage root growth. And CB is in the house. Hey, you Homestead. Oh, Howie's making raspberry jam. Oh, I saw it today. Another reel is absolutely funny, and it showed these Victorian ladies in their long dresses with the rakes and stuff, and think this is what I dreamed gardening was going to be like. And they're raking, it goes several different ones. This is what I discovered it's really like. And the ladies out there, hair up and curlers, whatever, bathrobe on, watering can, and out there just working, trying to move stuff around in the early morning before it gets hot. This is what gardening is really. Gardening is not, oh, I'm just going to put seeds out there and it's going to grow. I don't got to, no. You put seeds out there and you water it. What are you going to get? You're going to get your plant trying to grow. You can get all of these weed seeds around it trying to grow too. So, all righty. I know some other things. All right. Yeah. All right. The watermelon. Everybody in the side chat, if you've seen a reel or short or whatever clip about the watermelons that's going on right now, put a 1 out there. If you haven't seen it, put a 2. So I've shared several of them on my Facebook page about it, talking about it, and I found one where the guy was doing the scientific stuff about it, explaining what's going on. But these people are buying watermelons, and it started this one lady who bought it, and she usually washes the watermelon off. Well, she started rinsing it off, and the dark green skin started peeling off the rind. And when she cut it open, it was all, and then nobody's seen it. Okay. Actually, hang on a second here. Let me see if I can help you guys out here. And see if I pull up the link to one of them here. And I'll just put the link in it. You guys can see it and then go, oh my, and then go look for it. Yeah, if you go to my page and let's look what I have on mine. The first one you come to is one that's titled, I put on the USDA lied to us, and it talks about all the crap they did to screw us over. There's that one. Where is the? Okay, here's one. Here's one of the ones. Do I have the other one on here? Shoot, I don't see the other one. Dang it. So I know I sent it to my wife. That's maybe no. This one here. I'm going to bring this one up here up. And so here's the link to the Facebook reel. Go, guys, before you go to bed tonight, look at that one. Don't be buying any watermelon from the stores. It's okay to buy them from. It should be okay to buy them from farmers markets and stuff like that, or grow your own. But yeah, it's yeah, because the one they heard started she started hearing hissing sound like sort of like a steam kettle going off coming from her pantry. And she heard a popping sound and went in there, and the one watermelon had exploded in her pantry. And the hissing sound was it squirting juice out. It was rupturing. And if someone else seen something, they started to cut it, and it started bubbling out they started to cut with a knife. And they finished the cut and stuff, so it was just oozing out of the watermelon. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's the thing. Check the and when you look at several of the if you see if you go into like if you go to my to my Facebook page. Actually, let me go ahead and put that back up here. I'll just give you the link of mine. I really don't need the let me go back here. Yeah. There's mine. And you can scroll down and you can see, the first video that pops a personal reel there you definitely want to look at. And then you want to go scroll. I got some other ones down there about scary truth of certain powers of ruin are getting to eat fake grown meat and things they're doing. But I gotta share this one. I gotta actually share this one here. I get it stopped just right. California's multi-billion-dollar high-speed train update. It's actually working in a small area. All right, so and let me go over here, this side here, and get this open here. So coming up tomorrow night on Camp Patton Family Compound or Friday night on the Homestead, the topic is homemade leavened flatbread. In other words, non-yeast breads. All right, we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night. And if you have some recipes, please come and share them. On Saturday back here on Grayman Prepping for Survival Saturday, we're talking about rabbits for preppers. Why preppers, especially if you're in suburbia, in a housing tract, why rabbits is a good option to have. Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound, Tammy's not going to be around, so Mark's going to talk about the science of freeze drying, and he's going to be rehydrating some stuff he did freeze drying on. So that's on Monday. Tuesday here on Grayman Prepping for Tactical Tuesday. Make sure I want to check the dates here just to make sure I get it right what's coming down here. Okay, so we are kicking off Tuesday night on Tactical Tuesday, your emergency preparedness plan month for your prep for today. But we're going to be talking about reviewing your plans and what events you have plans for and stuff like that. We're just going to give some general helpful knowledge. We're not going to delve in too deep into the rabbit hole. Well, this is what your plan has to have because my plan is different than your plan, and your plan is different than somebody in a different state. So we're going to talk about the basics of plans and reviewing your plans and how you need to update them. And then, and then of course, next Thursday we're back here for the Midnight Ride again. $30 rabbits, CB. Woohoo! I saw a there's this lady has a farm, but she has 2,800 chickens. Yeah, she's gone into basically chicken production. But yeah, but all natural chicken production. But they're not in suburbia. They're out rural. All right, folks. So that's what's coming up. I want to thank everybody that came in and for showing your support here. We got 19 people, 20 people watching. Thank all you that came in. If you're just coming in, yeah, go ahead and go back and review it. Or better yet, if you want to see all the comments inside, unfortunately, YouTube won't show them till probably around about noon tomorrow. They won't load up the side chat. So yeah, if you're gonna do the replay team, make a note, stick it next to your computer or whatever or post it on your phone if you're watching on the phone to come back and watch this about noon tomorrow. All righty. So as a reminder, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Grow your own food. Whether it's outdoors, indoors, or both, grow your own food. The stuff that's coming up, that's happening to the fresh vegetables in the garden. I mean, the garden in the grocery store, and the crap they're putting on it. It's just it's no wonder why that one meme I showed about how all these diseases and stuff are going. All these things are going astronomical because all the stuff there. Oh no. Oh wow. Somebody needs to go to bed. Somebody that's tired needs to go to bed. 16-hour day. Ouch. So anyways, try growing your own food. Even if you need to go get a garbage can from Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's, get like a little 40-gallon garbage can or a 30-gallon garbage can and put potting soil in it and start, and pile all your leaves and stuff in there first to build your own mulch and start growing your own food that way. Do whatever you have to do to grow some food. Eliminate as much as you can what you're buying at the store because it's sprayed with all sorts of poisonous crap. All right, everyone. I will hopefully see you tomorrow over on Camp Patton Family Compound, and we're going to be doing some cooking over there. You hear that, CR? Make sure you eat before you come in. All right. See y'all later.